Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to another week in the life of running our dealership, NG Supercars.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and over there is Randy. And Randy is terrified of giant spiders. Fun fact, he is not a fan of big spiders. Check it out. Look at this big boy. Oh, hello. Hey, buddy. You're pretty good size. Look at that. Look, he's almost the size of my hand. It's a wolf spider. They actually eat other spiders and stuff. So I like them because they take care of all the annoying spiders that make cobwebs all over the shop. But Randy likes to squish them.
They're fine if they're outside.
Yeah, well, I'll relocate them outside. I mean, granted, they don't make webs either.
That's good.
So they're not creating any filth, and they're killing the other ones that make filth. This is why I like them.
That's fair.
And they won't harm you unless you really mess with them. And even then, look, I can literally, boop. It's like, ah!
No.
He ain't gonna hurt you. Well, we've got a busy week. It's going to be a crazy week. Whew, yeah. So, I know you guys like crazy weeks, so like, share, and subscribe. Do that for me. And check out normalguysupercar.com, our parts and services website, and NG Supercars, our dealership website. There, got that out of the way. Let's talk about what's going on. All right. This car is ready to go. We just got to do some final adjustments on the shift cables and then put on its diffuser, and then it can go bye-bye. It's almost. What else was it?
We got convertible top straps and a set of tires.
Oh, that's right. Tires.
2017 tires.
Oh.
Basically bald. So.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, okay. Got to order tires. Got to get the convertible top straps done. And then she's gone. So this should go away this week, I hope, because we could use the space. Then we got to do that car. I would love for that car to also go away this week. It's going to be a little bit tough, but I think it's possible. I think we can do that. The trick's going to be, can we get it all adjusted and everything? The nice thing about that car is he dropped it off with his trailer here. So as soon as it's done, we just call him and he drives over from Alabama. I can't remember what state he's in. And he'll pick up his trailer, pick up the car. So we don't have to worry about shipping arrangements or any of that crap, which is nice. If we could get both those cars gone, nice. This car, we sold, so we could, actually, we're not going to be working on this car for quite a while, so we might want to, relocate it. This car, I think Josh did get a sale on it, so I need to confirm with him. Oh, there goes one of the red bastards. Hate those things. So, yeah, we got to figure out what's going on with this thing. Then that car is next in line for conversion, which is already underway. So as soon as that car is done, maybe, I don't know if we want to push this over to the 2-post and then that car would be next. The next one is that Spider. And then the Super G. So yeah, we bought a Super G. We're going to be doing a bunch of work to this thing. I don't want to give it all away yet, but we're going to do some cool stuff to it. I'm a huge fan of the Super Gs. These are one of my favorite Lamborghinis. They just sound and drive awesome. So we'll keep you in touch with that. Actually, the only thing we have for sale in here right now is the McLaren. So that's John's car. We got to pull the transmission. The other car right there is 049, doing a clutch job and some other stuff. And this car is getting conversion and a ton of work. Yeah. So the other big thing that's going on this week is Q1 ended last week. And so this is the first full week of Q2. And I have my board meeting planned for Friday. So I have to do a bunch of preparation for the board meeting. One of my favorite things. No, not really, but that's fine. Actually, it's really good. I don't have all the numbers yet, so I can't tell you if we did good or not, but it sure looks like we did all right. The other thing I gotta do is I gotta play Farmer Dan again, because I've got my mini excavator and we need to dig a trench and I gotta move some dirt. And there's a very specific reason why we have to do it this week. So, got the mini excavator. Already dug a decent amount of trench, or at least got started. Obviously it's not real clean yet. But I gotta dig that out. I wanna get all this dirt out of here. I gotta get this shit out of here. And we gotta dig a trench from here all the way back there. And probably about as wide or a little bit wider than the excavator itself. Then I gotta go rent a Bobcat again and move all that dirt to our big dirt pile out here. And the reason we're doing that is that dirt pile is going away probably next week, if not the week after. We have a contract that we hired, and we're going to actually enclose the front building and it's going to make it so that we can park 4 more cars on the ground. If we put in lifts, we can park 8 more cars. So that is awesome. We want to be able to expand that and do that, so that'll be great. Which means they're putting in a big dumpster somewhere over here. We got to take all the crap out of that thing. We got to do it this week because they're coming next week to start. So we got to take all the shit that we got stored in that shed, probably put it in there or somewhere else, or donate it, or we talked about possibly do. Oh my gosh, a painted bunting. See that guy? Oh, dude. Yeah. What up, buddy? I have not seen one of them at the shop. I get them at home, but oh, come back. That's awesome. I'll have to tell my wife. She'll be excited. Well, we're going to get that enclosed so we can fit more cars. So it means I got to prep that thing by getting all the shit out of it. I got to probably move the big red trailer because that's probably where they're going to put the dumpster. And then they're going to take away the dirt pile. And that's also why we got to finish that one car, because that's the other dude's trailer. So we'd like to be able to get both those trailers out of the way so that they can actually move the dirt. And then, as a part of doing that, I also, while we got the Bobcat, want to put more rocks and gravel over here so I can do parking for the trailers. So, oh lordy. So yeah, I think I want to try and do that late this week. Although, again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it this week. So yeah, we want to put gravel and rocks here so we can park the trailers. Although, to be honest, I don't think we can park both of them back here anymore. I used to think we could, but now I'm just thinking maybe we can put the big red one. Maybe the shifter has to go somewhere else. Because it's not quite 2 trailers width, is it? Maybe. It'd be close. Yeah, we need more space again. Well, maybe we'll put the shifter over here. I don't know. Of course, we're going to have a trench now. Well, that's the plan for the week. We got to do all those things this week. Are you ready to have a crazy week? Because it's going to be a crazy week. Oh, Lord. Lordy, is it going to be a crazy week. All right. Well, I should shut up and start working. So stay tuned for crazy shit coming your way. All right. It's sometime in the afternoon. So, oh, geez, it's already 2:40. Okay. Randy is hustling. Randy's got the trans out now. Got the box on.
Just select your box on.
Box is on. Changed out the trans mount. That's nice. That car I needed to go drive one more time. We adjusted it this morning. Feel really good after the adjustment.
I also
So.
got Josh on that case, so we can get
Oh, Josh will drive it too?
some good miles on it.
Yeah, we want to get, I don't know, probably like 50 miles at least on it, just to make sure it's happy. We ordered tires for it.
It's the straps.
Oh, replace the straps on the
Spider top.
Spider top. Yeah. Nice.
Got nice supportive straps.
It's support.
The other ones they gave up on life for sure.
We also got Greg's Klein exhaust. Ooh, that we probably should open that. That one got beat up a little. That makes me nervous. Ugh. We'll open that box.
It took like over almost a year to get it. So.
Oh, dude, could you imagine if it was damaged? I used to think, yeah, it literally took like 4 months to get. Oh, I don't have to order tires for the Super G. We found out those tires are actually good. I couldn't remember. I looked them over. Whatever. So that's good. I did order a new Lexan rear window because this one has a crack. And it's all faded and nasty, so we'll replace that. And we've got a few other cosmetic things. It's mostly all just cosmetic. We're going to send that wheel out to get refinished. That one got curbed pretty legit. See that? And I think, honestly, we should send out the calipers to Enigma. They look awful.
The match is not matchy, and it's all giving up.
Yeah.
You can see they used to be black.
Oh, yeah, they definitely used to be black. In fact, we probably should put them back to black.
I would.
Because I think that's the factory Super Gs. I don't think they came in yellow.
This is definitely like they tried to color match the paint, and it is not.
That looks like a Ferrari color more than a Lamborghini color on that. Well, we'll probably get those repainted. That'll be good. So, again, cosmetic shit on this car. It needs a couple of cosmetic things, 1 or 2 minor mechanical things. But honestly, I think I'm going to take it home. I can't do it tomorrow because I can take my kid to school. But one of these days, I'll take it home. I'm going to actually drive that car. But then, yeah, digging the trench. I need to probably actually do some more of that so I can get the Bobcat over here and do some of the crap. But you can see, yeah, trench. We're going to dig out all this so that the water comes right here, goes that way. Nice. So maybe I'll do that for an hour. Just spend an hour on it here and there. You get really sweaty in that thing. It's got no air conditioning and just a wee little itty bitty fan. It's not very great. All right, YouTube, it's basically 6 o'clock. I drove the 430 Spider over there to give it one more shakedown, and it threw a check engine light because the thermostat is sticking. So we ordered a new thermostat. I overnighted it. Hopefully we'll get it here tomorrow. If not, we'll get it here Wednesday. And by then we should have the tires in, and so I think we'll get that car wrapped up by Wednesday, worst case Thursday. Made some progress on this car. Our goal is to hopefully get both of those two done this week so we can get them out the door and move on to more cars. Oh, the sun is finally not just blasting away. It's actually cloudy. So I also was taking the excavator and excavating the trench. So I made some pretty good progress on this. I need to get the Bobcat probably tomorrow. So much larger, much deeper trench. You can see it's still kind of, yeah, got a ways to go. But I'm happy. I'm making progress. I'm getting somewhere. So we'll get all this knocked out. And then, as you can see, I haven't decided. I might kind of leave the berm for now. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to reuse a lot of this dirt, take it over there, because it's got all the nice rocks and stuff. And so we'll take it over to where my truck is, and that's where the trailers are going to be parked. So we're actually, besides just enclosing that building up front, so we can get 4 more spots on the ground, 4 spots in the air, so we can get 8 more cars in there. Downside is like we got to insulate it, air condition it, all that stuff, because, you know, Ferraris melt. But right here where I'm standing, we're going to put an awning kind of thing so that we can wash cars in the shade. Smart. And then we're going to try and put, we're debating, maybe put another awning over by where we're parking the trailers, so that the trailers don't get beat up when it hails and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Anywho, that's it for today. So I'm going to go home and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, good morning, YouTube. It's Tuesday. I did not sleep for crap last night because my son decided to party from about 4:30 until I finally relented at 6:30. And he basically was like getting up, rolling around, dad, pushing on me, asking for things, doing this and that. I was like, go to sleep. And he would not go to sleep. So I suffered hard last night. Well, beyond that, we're going to go rent us a Bobcat today. Farmer Dan is still here. Hopefully, maybe, cross your fingers, the last time I have to rent one for ever. But, you know, possibly for at least a while. So we got to move dirt from there to there, a lot of it, and re-dig the trench. So like a lot of silt and shit has just fallen into the trench as it's, you know, rained a few times and then it eroded into it, which we knew it was going to happen. So we knew we were going to have to clear out the trench at least once or twice more. So we'll put all that silt and shit over there where we're going to be parking the trailers, and then we're going to cover it with rocks and gravel and stuff so that the trailers don't sink into the mud. Yeah. So I need to hook up the trailer, go pick up a Bobcat, rent that, and that's pretty much my plan for the day. The thing that we're doing tomorrow is we're going to drive to Texarkana, which is over 5 hours away, and go hopefully buy a Ferrari 360. Yay! More inventory. Beyond that, that means today's kind of screwed, tomorrow's kind of screwed. Thursday morning, I have a thing in the morning, so then I only have a half a day, and I got to prep for the board meeting. So that means Thursday's screwed, and then Friday I have the board meeting, so Friday's screwed. So basically this week is screwed.
Making progress.
Yeah. He's going to do a lot of stuff. Hopefully. I saw you got the headers out, which is great.
Got one side out this morning.
Woohoo! The worst side too. Yeah. The AC side.
Start with the painful side.
Yeah. Nice. Ew, could tell that CV joint is letting go. It's all leaky.
I just like this one.
Oh, the balloon with
doing a hot air balloon.
Well, and, you know, it flung grease in a circle all over the place. It's pretty cool. Nice.
It's part of that.
Well, so that's kind of it. It's going to be a little bit of a not super interesting day or week, for that matter. But maybe some cool stuff will happen. I don't know. We'll film it. All right, YouTube. It's like 5 8:30, so I didn't film anything really today because I was just working my butt off with the Bobcat and the excavator. So I'll show you what I got done there in just 1 second. But looks like Randy got some good progress on this car. We're waiting on parts on that car. We got, the car I'm going to try and buy tomorrow. So I'm going to be driving all the way to Texarkana. And we actually got a consignment vehicle that's kind of interesting. I'll show you guys that. So the guy who is doing the shop expansion on the building in the front, oh god, it's bright. We worked out a deal where we're going to consign his vehicle and he's going to hook us up and stuff, blah blah blah. Anyway, got a Ram TRX. I actually really want to try driving this thing. I can't wait to try it. These things are supposed to be a riot, you know, 4-wheel drive. What is it, like 800 something horsepower? This thing's badass. Oh yeah, and he's got these like big old things. Look at that huge drawer thing. That's pretty cool. Oh, we're gonna have some fun with this thing. Plus it's blue, looks good. Yeah, we'll play with that when we get back from buying the other car tomorrow, hopefully. So that'll be sweet. But let me show you what I got done over here. So we have a new trench, a trench that feeds the other trench. Okay, so it's probably hard to see, but yeah, water comes down right there and it'll go into this trench, which now goes all the way down there. I took all the dirt out and basically everything here is below the grade of the building. So it would have to flood this entire area to go into the building. So that's a good thing. And come all the way back here. And now I expanded the trench a little bit more. So the water will come down here and go that way, is the theory. So you can kind of see it better now. So it is sloped this way, and we got a bit of a trench here. I think that's good enough. And then, yeah, I just dug this back out some more because, you know, like silt and stuff had come and fallen into it with the last few rains. So, you know, it made it taller. So I dug it back down so it's even deeper. I also dug out this corner to give it some more room to go through. So hopefully that helps. So I feel like maybe we finally can relax about water around here. I am cautiously optimistic that this will solve the problem. I also took away some of the dirt that was right here, so it kind of gave it an easier path right here instead of going down there. That was the thing, is we don't want to go by the building, we want to go that way. So I ran out of time with the Bobcat. I had to return it at 5. I only ran it for 1 day, so I wanted to do a little bit more. Yeah, like I wouldn't mind digging this down a little bit, like maybe another pass or two. But I think what I'm gonna do is rent the Bobcat one more time, just not until like a week from now. We just didn't have time today. Like, you know, pick your battles, right? I only had so much time to work with today, and given the time I had, I think we accomplished a lot. Now, the other thing I did is I took a lot of the good rocks and dirt from that area, and I put it over here and expanded a parking area for the trailers. So check this out, right here. I put all that dirt right here and kind of leveled it as best I could so that now we have a place to park the trailers and it's not just like on the grass, and hopefully it won't just be a mud pit. So that was my thought, is like, I just don't want it to be all muddy and like tear up the grass every time we try and park a trailer here. So the thought is we're going to try and park both the trailers probably right here. We'll see. And then, like I said, I actually took some passes through the trench, making it a little bit cleaner. So you can see it's a little bit more defined. I took and skimmed it down a bit further, and I definitely skimmed it a lot down here. There's a ton of silt that piled up here as the water would slow down and kind of mix with that water. So that helped just bringing this down. But you can see there. So now it's got a place to go. Hopefully when it rains, this will all just flow down here, merge with that, and whew, off it goes. Hopefully. we shall see. Next time it rains really, really, really hard, we'll find out. So I guess that's it for today. We're going to be getting up pretty early to go try and pick up that 360. So I'll see you guys bright. Actually, it won't be bright. I'll see you guys early. It won't be bright. The sun won't be up yet. Oh boy, it's bouncy right here. Good morning, YouTube. Oh God, it's really bouncy right here. Holy crap. Well, we're on the road. Jeez. We're just north of Waco, and this section of road sucks. Yeah, I remember every time you get towards West Texas, the town of West, the roads suck really, really bad. Well, I've been up since about 4:50. Moses woke me up and decided, all right, let's just go. Let's get going early. So ETA is about 10:40, but I'm gonna have to stop somewhere and get gas. So 11-ish, I guess. Slight problem this morning. So I turned on the truck and I noticed the trailer lights aren't lighting up. Yeah, they did work yesterday. So the brake lights and the turn signals work, but the lights, like the headlight lights, don't work. Oh my God, it's so bouncy. So I'm not sure what's up with that. We'll have to figure that out later. I tried to reboot. I tried plugging and unplugging stuff. Nothing. So some wire somewhere is busted or something. It's not connecting. But anyway, oh my God, I hate this section of road. It's so bad. The problem with this trailer is it's just heavy enough but just light enough. So like it bounces the truck really bad when it's unloaded. So when it's loaded, it's great. But right now, when I'm unloaded, it's awful. It makes the ride quality in the truck just abysmal. So I'm sitting here suffering, and I still have 4 more hours of suffering. So we'll talk more soon. All right, YouTube, checked out the 360, and it's pretty good. It's actually, interior's in super good shape, shockingly good shape. 18,000 miles, brand new clutch, well, 10% wear. Needs timing belts, needs tires, has a front PPF that needs to go away, but otherwise good. So bought it, sent the wire, just waiting for the wire to go through, so grab some lunch. So I'm gonna go back there, get it loaded up, and we're gonna go home. Yay! All right, this is probably one of my biggest pet peeves on earth when you're trying to drive. So you're going long distance, you got your cruise control set, you're just going the same speed, and then someone passes you and then slows down, and then passes you and then slows down, and they just basically sit there and cock block you so that you can't use the lane that they're in, because they keep speeding up, slowing down, speeding up, slowing down, speeding up, slowing down. It's especially prevalent when you're hauling a trailer. I don't know why it is. I think when they see a truck hauling a trailer past them, they're like, oh, I don't want to be behind that guy, or something like that. And so they speed up, and then they cut me off, and then they slow down. It's just drives you nuts. So anyway, we've got 2 hours and 25 minutes, and I still got to make a gas stop. So yeah, I don't know. I'm probably gonna get stuck in rush hour. It's gonna suck, but it is what it is. All right, as predicted, I-35 is a cluster. It's always a cluster, but Google saved my bacon big time. So I'm going along, and Google's like, oh, you need to get off the highway and go on these back roads. And at first I was like, oh, it's going to save 2 minutes. And I'm like, is it really worth it for 2 minutes? And I was like, all right, whatever, we'll just do it. So I'm on these back roads, and it ends up being slow. Like, there's a lot of turns and stoplights, and it's 5 o'clock, it's rush hour, so there's a bunch of traffic, and it's just not good. Well, I get back to the highway, and it's completely empty, and the other side is completely stopped. So I looked at my Google Maps, and it's shut down. They have I-35 shut down north of where I am now. So, whew, thank God I listened to Google. That would have sucked. I don't know how long I would have been there, but you ain't moving. So, man, that was lucky. Anyway, still got about 50 minutes to get home. Well, actually, to get to the shop so I can drop off the car in the trailer so that I can get the truck unloaded.
Keep left to stay on I-35 South.
Because I have to run.
Signs for Austin.
I have to run an errand in the morning, so I actually need the truck to not have a trailer, because I can't be taking the trailer and parking in normal parking lots, you know. So, yeah, there's that. All right, YouTube, made it to the shop. It's like 7 o'clock. It is still 98 degrees outside. Today is absolutely brutal outside. Well, there's my prize. I am sweaty because I just unloaded it and it's hot. I don't know what it is, but we still have like a gazillion of those red wasps in here. Anyway, I'll show you more about it tomorrow. I'm gonna go home, so I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, YouTube. It is now Thursday. I had to think for a second. It's Thursday morning. Okay, Thursday morning. Back from picking up the 360, and Randy has this 430 about ready to fire up. S-line. Oh. Yes. S-lines have a particular sound to them. They're nice. It's got nice sound. We're gonna have to take it out for a spin shortly. But what else is going on? Oh, yeah, so here's the 360. It's cosmetically in above average condition. So this car apparently was stored in air conditioning its entire life. So the dashboard is super, super good. A tiny bit of sticky on the front vents and right there in the defroster, but all the buttons, no stickies. The top works great, a little bit of wear right here, a little bit of wear right there. It does need some mechanical stuff like engine mounts and timing belts because, well, the timing belts, I think they were done last quite a while ago. And tires. So all of that stuff will be taken care of. But here you go, 18,000 miles, and it's effectively one owner, so I think it was one guy owned it for a very, very, very long time. I think someone owned it before him, so maybe it's a two owner. The Carfax was kind of wonky on it as far as like getting data, but no accidents, nothing like that. Just the data on it was wonky. Some of these older cars, this is one of those Hornets. Also, the 99s, this is a 99. Those get weird because 99 was only like a partial year for the 360. Like they did 355s and 360s, and it's kind of like the overlap year between the 360s and the 430s. So, you know, they actually made 360s in 2005. But they were only Spiders, and there was only a few of them. And then they started making the 430s in 2005. So you have some weird overlap. But I'll do a short of this thing, and we'll get it listed. But I need to get cleaned up. The downside is it does have an old ancient PPF that needs to be removed. We're not going to do that because I don't want to deal with that. So you can deal with that. But so I need to move some trailers around, and I gotta do some other weird, today's a bunch of random crap, and I have to prep for the board meeting, which is tomorrow. So that's my main goal, get prepped for that, and do anything I can to help Randy. All right, we gotta take these cars to go get tires, so we'll be back. Oh, that's loud. All right, so that car getting tires, the yellow car getting tires. This car needs tires. Tires aren't in yet. Should have those in a few days. So we'll get the other two cars back later today. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go hook up the trailer and move it. We're actually gonna put Josh's Corvette turd that's been sitting there as a lawn ornament for, I don't know, a year. We're gonna put it on the trailer, take some pictures, and get that thing listed for sale and try and get out of here. Then I'm gonna move the big trailer there, and then I'll put the little trailer next to the big trailer. So, yeah, it's a outdoor trailer truffle shuffle. And then I'm gonna sit down at my computer and try and plan the board meeting. Oh, there's a wasp on the tire? God, they're everywhere.
Like,
dude,
everywhere I look, there's a wasp.
we have killed, I'm pretty sure, at least 10 of them today. Yeah. It's insane. I don't know what's going on, but they keep coming inside. I wonder if it's just because of the temperature difference. Well, he can die from brake cleaner. All right, Tube, it's Thursday, late in the day. No Thursday Night Live tonight. Got the board meeting tomorrow. We got back the 360 and the 430 from getting tires, so those are all set. Just been working on the computer and stuff. Finished up a few other things. We did a bunch of random stuff today. We were doing some stuff with the trailers, moving stuff around, blah, blah, blah. So We're going to have to do some more stuff tomorrow. That's kind of random. Randy made a bunch of progress on that car, so that's great. But, well, that's kind of it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll have our board meeting, and I'll let you know how that goes. So we'll see you then. Well, good morning, YouTube. It's Friday, and I am setting up for our board meeting, which is shortly while watching the Goodwood Festival of Speed. Yeah, oh yeah. That is, this time of year is one of my favorites to watch on TV, and I've determined I have to go. If not next year, the year after, but I'm going to go to Goodwood. It just looks so fun, and I love how random it is, like just the most eclectic mix of cars. Ah, another one of those red bastards. I'll get him. But anyway, so I'm going to be doing this board meeting, so I don't know how much we're going to actually film today, but I'll try and film some stuff, and I'll tell you how the board meeting goes after we wrap up. So, hang tight. All right, YouTube. Board meeting is over. Went really pretty good, actually, for once. I didn't get my ass kicked by the board. It was nice. We had a really good quarter. Really nice. That's really nice to hear, finally. Like, wow, that's a relief. So, put everything back. Cars are back. We gotta still do business stuff. Randy's like, I'm doing wires. Yeah.
Got our power acoustic wired up.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they got some janky stuff going on there.
It wasn't janky. It was very nice for the era that it came out in.
It's just old school.
There's a lot of stuff I was able to eliminate, and we're still using the nice JL audio
Okay.
and everything, so it's all
Hooray.
wired and tested. But before I fit it in, I did it all here where I had room to
Yeah, right. That's a good move. And then jam it in afterwards.
Then we'll put it in there, yep.
Yeah, lessons learned from other crappy cars.
Yeah. Some of the stuff, like, these cars have been around for so long that the radio technology keeps getting better.
Well, and it's probably like on its fourth radio.
Yeah. So you get in here, and if it's not factory, it's like you're getting into a giant nest. I have a pile of dead bodies up on the
Oh yeah, all those.
bunch of dead radios and wires and just sadness. No, this was actually really cleanly installed. It just for the era, it had a ton of extra stuff
Yeah.
that is not needed, especially with CarPlay and Android Auto coming out. Like, there's
Oh yeah, it had like the USB cables.
USBs going everywhere, and then the amp itself has its own USB and
Oh my
controller for
God.
updates. And,
Oh my God.
it had a lot of stuff going on, so a lot more clean, simple,
Yeah.
functional. I do love having, like, it's a small screen, but you still have.
I know it's, dude.
You have
for
full
for
nav.
how cheap that is. That is the nicest power, like head
Yeah,
unit.
you get full Google Nav right there. Boom.
Yeah.
Like,
It looks
the
nice.
car,
It fits the car. It looks good.
and
It doesn't
brings you
block.
up
It
to-
doesn't block your air
Yeah,
vents.
it brings you up to, like, modern era. Yeah, and your phone's not stuck. You
Yeah.
know, you don't have to stick a ugly, phone holder on your nice dash.
Yeah. Well,
Definitely a worthwhile upgrade.
I guess that's it for this week. I'm gonna wrap it up here because it's been a hell of a week. Well, next week I'm flying out Wednesday. Josh is flying out Sunday to go look at a car, so he won't be back. Actually, you probably won't even see him till like Friday. He's doing multiple deals, so yeah. We have no cars. So if you know of any cool cars, or if you got anyone that's wanting to sell a car, reach out to us. Go to our website, ngsupercars.com. Fill out the form. Let us know about your car. Give us details, VIN, pictures, all that stuff. We can give you an offer. If you're looking to remote consign your car, we can do that too. That's actually what I'm doing on Wednesday, is going out to remote consign a car. So we got good stuff. That way you get access to all of our social media power. That's right, it's power. And the list. The list is extremely powerful.
Power stickers right there
Power sticker?
on the side of my car.
Oh, where? Power! Power! More power! Awesome. Well, we'll see you guys next week. We'll be doing lots of cool car stuff. So like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We'll see you then. It's going to be sweet.